Do you really think we should have somebody on there that everybody looks up to, the kids look up to, and they should be saying stuff like, my penis is on fire? I want to move into a mansion with a bunch of girls. I want to have multiple girlfriends, and be saying that to his aunt. Do you think that that's right? We already have a problem with this in our society.
Mi diabla, mi ángel, mi loquita. What does this look like? Come on, Rhonda. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The Bad Bunny, the bad boy of bunnies. Come on. He's your favorite.
Wow.
What's going on? I heard that you had a little bit of beef with the bunny. What's happening? What's
I
up?
do, Pimber. And don't get me wrong, I love Bad Bunny's music, okay? However,
Okay. So
Super Bowl wasn't the
so where's
place
the
for it.
beef?
Super Bowl wasn't the place for it.
What do you mean
I'm
by that?
sorry.
What do you mean?
What do I mean by that? I think what the entire nation meant by it. The Super Bowl is meant for families. It is supposed to be an all-American event. It happens once a year. It was
Yeah.
a slap in the face with everything that happened during that halftime show. Again, huge Bad Bunny fan. Love the music. Kids love the music. Well, let's talk about the words, shall we?
Hang on, hang on.
Shall
Stop,
we
stop,
talk
stop.
about the words?
Wait, we'll get to the words in a minute. But you said it was a disappointment, you said?
Yeah, to me, it was a disappointment because it was perfect for an MTV Music Awards show. It would be perfect as a
Okay.
live concert. It would be perfect if it was it wasn't. It was the Super Bowl. It's the all-American event in the United States. Like, it is the Super Bowl.
I think you got upset, maybe. You didn't like the fact that you couldn't understand it. That's what it was.
So it has nothing to do with Spanish, English. Look, I listen to Italian and Spanish all the time at the house. It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with that. But it does have to do with right now in our society, there is a big problem. The NFL, the football players, people look up to them. Okay. So
Sure.
when we look at the Super Bowl halftime show, do you really think we should have somebody on there that everybody looks up to, the kids look up to, and they should be saying stuff like, my penis is on fire? I want to move into a mansion with a bunch of girls. I want to have multiple girlfriends, and be saying that to his aunt. Do you think that that's right? We already have a problem with this in our society.
Hang on.
How does anybody think that this is right?
Hang on. You listen to what is that movie like Juice? You
It's my
listen
favorite
to
soundtrack.
Tupac.
I am a
You listen
gangster
to
rap girl. It has
I
look,
saw you at
there's
a concert in Las
listen to
Vegas,
Chris.
front row, waving
Yes.
your hands in the air like you just don't care. So what's wrong
Right
with
place,
this?
right time. Right place, right time. This was not
Okay,
the right place or the right time. So let me go into a little bit here.
go
So,
ahead.
number one, the basis of his song is talking about having multiple girls. Do you really think that we should be raising the future of America, everybody that watched the Super Bowl, even the men? Remember, we're supposed to be raising good men in this country. Do you think that they should be talking about having multiple women and that this is okay? And now it's a standard in our society to even talk about it at a Super Bowl. Talk about a slap in the face to America.
So you're saying
Seriously,
wrong place, wrong time. That's what you're saying.
wrong place, wrong time. There is a
Okay.
place for that. And it wasn't at the Super Bowl. Now let's talk about the people at the Super Bowl, okay? Because remember, Lou, people paid money. People go to the Super Bowl for the halftime show and the commercials, right? That's why they watch a lot of us watch the Super Bowl for those.
Right?
Halftime shows are important. Multiple people, everybody there didn't even understand the halftime show. And mind you, tickets started at $4,000. Imagine paying $4,000, expecting an amazing halftime show. Everybody looks forward to it. And you can't even understand what's going on because you see trees moving, people in the trees, like the tree is supposed to be there. Like, think about it. The Super Bowl started. Yeah, there you go. The Super Bowl started with
Uh,
bands and like entertainment for the
yeah.
crowd. It
Yeah.
wasn't for TV, it was for the crowd. And it should stay like that. Just like when Michael Jackson performed, I think in 1986 or whatever the date was, when, all these people have performed, it was for the audience at the stadium, of course for TV, but mostly for
No,
the audience at the stadium who paid
what you're saying.
$4,000 to $40,000 a ticket. They got nothing out of that event.
What you're saying is the concert itself, the Bad Bunny show, was designed more for television based on the action than for a live audience because there was all this running through the bushes
Oh,
and
100%. 100%.
But look,
100%.
let me tell you
Which
this. I'm surprised that you're surprised that I liked it. I'm kind of surprised.
Lou, you didn't like it, you loved it, you guys. He was up dancing. I'm like, you're really liking this. I can't believe it. Like, there is a time and a place for Bad Bunny, you guys. We blast it in the car all the time. And some people are going to be like, oh, it's because they were speaking Spanish. No, I don't care that they were speaking Spanish. You know what? Let me tell you what I loved about the performance. I loved that he came out and said he believed in himself. We run a
That's great.
financial firm. We believe in ourselves and we believe in people every single day. I thought that was
Yeah,
awesome that he said that. I
yeah.
thought it was awesome that he said, as long as we're alive, we should love as much as possible, but not multiple women. Multiple women?
He's the
Stop it.
Bad Bunny.
I
He's
don't
not
like
the
that
least.
he talks about moving into a mansion with all
And
those
yeah,
women.
Rhonda,
What kind of what kind of yes.
he's the Bad Bunny, not the
I
good
don't
bunny.
care who is okay,
Come
awesome.
on.
So why California? Why California? Because if it would have been in any other state, that wouldn't have happened. California, it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. However, why? Why did it become political? Why? Why was Cardi B there? Why was Lady Gaga there? There was a reason and everybody knew it. And that's sad to me. It's sad to me because this is an all American sport. This was
Okay.
not about politics. This was the day that we all come together and say, let's celebrate the NFL and these guys who worked their butt off
Well,
to put a show on for us.
the
Yet it became
politics,
political.
the
That's the other
politics,
problem with the show.
but the
Oh,
politics,
there's a lot of
the,
politics.
the politics was, from what I saw, was just as it relates to Puerto Rico, singing music about Puerto Rico wanting its freedom.
Lou, I'm surprised because I know you that
The
that's
wrong
all you
place, wrong
saw.
time.
I'm
But
surprised that's all you saw, honey.
I saw, in terms of the politics, yeah, there was that. And then there was a little message, a little jab that was sent to the Puerto Rican government because I guess the power goes out over there, and that's why the linemen were up there, following and all good, bad stuff or good stuff. But that was I think the political message, and that needs to stay out of that. Uh, job is to entertain. That's it. But back to Bad Bunny, you didn't like the lyrics then. You would listen to it otherwise, but you're saying the venue was bad. Look, here's
Look,
what I liked about it. Here's what I like about it. I like that he gave homage to his heritage. I like that he gave props to this lady that's known pretty popular in New York, Puerto Rican lady. I like that he gave homage to his past self as a child to where he is today. I like all that. I also think that that performance was most suitable for like a television audience because he's running through bushes and the camera's kind of following him, right? And people in the stands were like, where did he go? He was probably like a little mouse in a trail, in a maze, in a maze. From the people watching live, I'm sure had a problem. Like, where's the show at? I get it. All the other shows before, it's a rock concert, fireworks up in the sky, all that good stuff. It was just different. Yeah, I think you should have been in English, to be honest with you. I think more people would have understood it and enjoyed it, probably. Not to hate on the guy, but yeah, I think it should have been a lot of.
well, if it would have been in English, there'd be even more controversy over it because of the lyrics. Lou,
Oof,
please, do you know the
geez.
lyrics? My penis, the girl from, I can't remember what country, says, my penis is on fire. I want to move into a mansion with all these people. He's talking to his aunt and he's saying, a new one, a new one, a new one, a new one, talking about women. Like, come on.
I don't
He
know.
said in the song, it says, "I'm bored already. I want a new vagina." This guy's supposed to be a role model too. A lot of performers forget that. And
Babe,
again, there's a time and a place for everything. But however, when you have all the husbands, all the kids that look up to this guy talking about these things at a Super Bowl, like,
but he had
okay, great,
girls.
MTV Awards, bring it on. But a Super Bowl, Lou, where
Okay, there was
this is
girls
supposed to
dancing.
be, we're supposed to come together as a nation.
I know, and they
This
had girls
was not
dancing.
coming together.
They had girls
Again,
dancing,
California
couples,
doesn't surprise me.
I mean, nothing wrong with girls dancing.
Lou, that performance was look, they even had a little kid on there with all those girls dressed like that, dancing like that. Like, Lou, do you want your daughter in public dancing like that?
No.
Okay, do you want your grandson to see people dancing like that? Like, come on. And I'm not trying to be a prude. I'm not trying to be a square. I love gangster rap. I love all music. I'm telling you. And Lou's right. I love, all of it. However, and I love dancing and dancing like that. Right time, right place. this was not the right time or the right place. That's just my opinion. Curious to know what you all think, but it's just my opinion. And I'm not trying to be some kind of square. I'm just saying that it wasn't about the language, it was about the lyrics and what it represented. Having Cardi B, Lady Gaga, those guys there showed a political message. And then you have the message of a little kid being there with all that crazy stuff going on. Then you have the message of, I want multiple girls and it's okay. I don't think it's right.
What was the whole Cardi B thing? I don't understand any of that. I didn't see her. I don't know what
I
she
don't
looks like.
wanna get into the whole thing of who was there and why they were there, but I can tell you it's California, so it
Yeah,
doesn't
I mean, I don't
surprise
know
me.
what she looks like. I heard there was some actor there, Paco or Pascual or something like that, and then
Yeah,
some little girl was there. I
yeah.
don't know, but I liked the show. I was moved by it, by just the message behind it.
I
To be
saw
honest,
you, you were sure
I'm
moved
that
by it,
I'm that guy I'm that guy who does not listen to lyrics that much, only certain lyrics. So maybe I missed some stuff. Maybe you somehow figured out what the lyrics were. That's for the whoever is in charge of policing the lyrics. I think it's the FCC or something like that. Maybe they're going to come down on them, but leave the Bad Bunny alone. You know,
like, I listen to Drake, 50 Cent, like, I get there's lyrics in songs, guys, that not everybody agrees with, I get that, like, I
right?
like that music, however,
Right.
the Super Bowl wasn't the right time. This is an all-American show that's been around forever, guys, that started with bands and Michael Jackson and all these great all-American. I'm not saying Bad Bunny couldn't have an all-American show, I'm saying it was scandalous. It was very scandalous in a lot of different ways, and that's what I'm saying. Again, I'm curious to know what your guys' opinion is.
You're so scandalous today. You're being very scandalous. Your feelings towards the Bad Bunny. I hope the Easter Bunny treats you good this year. I mean, the dancing wasn't bad. I mean, I've seen you dance like that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So
And I'm not saying that to dance like that is bad. I'm saying who's watching you when you're doing it. We
okay.
gotta be
All right.
careful.
Hey,
We're
all I want to
supposed to
know
be
is
adult leaders, role models,
all I want to
and
know.
future of America is watching.
All I want to know is when are you gonna dance like that?
I mean, right time, right place, Lou, and I'm sure you're hoping that's tonight, and it might just be.
All
But
right. Let's
again,
do it on a high note. So we're getting real here with the Pimbers. And by the way, you know, I don't think we even mentioned our sponsor today is sponsored by Entrepreneur Lab Junior. Make sure you check them out. There's a crisis going on. A lot of kids growing up without financial education. They don't know how to retire. They don't know how to set up, they don't know how to set up, they don't know any of those things. Check out Entrepreneur Lab Junior. And by the way, the website is posted. Check them out, follow them. And there's a local school for it here in Houston, online as well. So I want to thank that sponsor. Rhonda, thank you for enlightening me on your position on El Conejo Malo, the Bad Bunny. And by the way, I need you to take some Spanish lessons. And let's check out those salsa moves here very soon.
¿cómo está? Adios.
So I want to know if you're Team Lou or Team Pimber. Okay, I want to know, or Team Rhonda. Team Lou or Team
Of
Rhonda.
course, so Team
Put it
Rhonda. Team Rhonda.
put it in the comments and let me know how you feel. All right. Maybe you liked it. Maybe you said Rhonda is wrong, or maybe Rhonda's right, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. You know. So appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Like and subscribe. Share with your friends. Peace out. Ciao. And listen to some Bad Money. All right. Talk soon. Bye bye.